bigcal and welcome to my world. Today I'm going to be unboxing and getting some first impressions of the game Starlink Battle for Atlas. So I've got the Nintendo Switch version here, and the reason I bought this mainly is because it was cheap. It's only been out for like what, a month, 2 months maybe, and it's one of those toys for life things. You get the game, you also get the toys, you clip on and it goes into the game, blah 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 blah. And they tend to come out, you know, at an expensive price because it's a game and a toy in one basically. So it was what, like 60 quid brand new. Only maybe a month, 2 months later, and it's already gone down to half that price. And I think currently, here in the UK on Smith's Toys website, you can get it for £25. For the Switch at least. I've not looked at the other ones, probably the same price. But I got it from Amazon for £30 last week, so you know, I could have saved a fiver, didn't know it was going to go any cheaper. What can you do? But yeah, so I've got the Switch version, and it comes with the R-Wing, and Fox MacLeod, obviously, from the Star Fox games, because he's in the Switch version exclusively. So I figured for that price, I would give it a try. So yeah, let's for some reason the scissors are over there. Let's give it an open up and have a look at it inside. Come on, there we go. More tape. And last little bit. There we go. Get the outer sleeve off. There we go. Nice outer sleeve. And plus, you know, £30 for a Nintendo Switch game is pretty cheap anyway, never mind with the whole figure thing, because, you know, Nintendo games tend to stay up in price as well, you know, even third-party ones on the Switch. Getting a decent Switch game under 30 quid, very difficult outside of sales, unfortunately. So, will this be decent, is the question. Oh, yeah, those are the same ones that I've already opened. Let's get it open at the back here. Come on, open up, you bastard. Open, open. I'm trying not to rip the box, but you're going to make me, aren't you? God damn it. Why do they make these things so bleeding difficult to open? I got one side out. There we go. I got it. I can open boxes. Right, let's get this bugger out, shall we? Okay, the game just sort of falls out at the back, you know. So there's the game. Also, a quick word of warning to people, they are very nice and warning on the front. There is at least a 6GB download that you'll have to get for the game. It does tell you clearly on the front cover there and on the front of the box here, so that is nice of them to actually let you know, given, you know, how much space there isn't on the Nintendo Switch. Luckily I should be fine. I've got about 9GB of space at the moment, because most of the games that I own physically don't really have much to install, thankfully. And digital wise, oh excuse me, digital wise, most of the games are pretty small anyway, so I'm alright. And yeah, there's also some sort of poster, you know, Starlink, and a bunch of all the pilots and different spaceships. Yeah, that's nice. I'll never look at that again. Okay, so let's have a look at this main thing in my bobby, shall we? Right. Okay, we'll get... For fuck's sake. Why is everything so tightly packed? There we go. There's the R-Wing. Looking pretty good. I mean, it feels solid and, you know, weighty, but not too weighty, because, you know, odds are you might be having it on your controller while you play. Yeah, so detail wise, it looks good, but I guess there's not that much detail in the R-Wing, so what's there looks good, definitely. Yep, so that's quite good. here's the big hefty thing that you use. You put your Joy-Cons into here, and then this will clip on somehow. Is it this? Which way does it go? Okay, it just sits on rather than slots on. Okay, that makes more sense. And so you'd essentially be playing the game like this, which doesn't feel too bad in terms of weight. Feels alright. Yeah, could easily play that, I guess. And let's see, so what else do we have for it? Okay, so we've got a little pilot here. That's a little pilot dude. I'm guessing this is sort of the main character of Starlink that you would normally play as. But of course, having the Nintendo version, the Nintendo Switch version, we get Fox MacLeod of the Star Fox series, of course. Looking all Fox MacLeody. Look at me, I'm Fox MacLeod. I can't remember what it's supposed to sound like. It's been a while since I played a Star Fox game. Doesn't sound like this, probably. Yeah. Right, okay, so yeah, he slots in there at the top, and then this sits down on top of him. So he's actually in there. So that's pretty cool. You can barely see him. You won't see him through the camera because I can barely see him with my eyes staring at it. But yeah, I can just see him through there, through the clear blue plastic. Yeah, so there's Fox MacLeod all set up in there. And then of course you have weapons that you can change about. Yeah. Let's go get your ass out, Fox. Come on, you asshole. Fucking jeez. Yeah, so we have this one and this one. I don't know what they're supposed to be, but yeah, you just clip them on top there, or you can swap them around and clip them the other way. And yeah, so there's your sort of toy to life thing, and this will no doubt sort of scan into the game and look like that. And then you can buy packs where you can get additional weapons and probably characters and different ships as well, obviously, if you don't want to use the R-Wing. But you know, why would you get the Nintendo Switch version with the R-Wing and not use the R-Wing? Yeah, or you can also use that guy, you know, whoever he is, I don't know. And yeah, even with the extra weight of the Joy-Cons that barely weigh anything, despite the fact it looks kind of cumbersome, pretty big, yeah, I suppose you could easily sit and play like that. It's not too weighty at all. But at the same time, it doesn't feel lightweight, cheapo, plasticky crap. You know, it's solid and well made and looks pretty good. So I quite like that. It's a cool little item to have on the shelf for when you're not playing the game. So I guess all that's left now is for me to test the game and see what it's like. So I shall go do that, and probably won't bother coming back down here to record my final thoughts. I'll probably play the game and just record audio over the top of the game footage. So, let's go see how the game plays. Okay, so it's been about two and a half months since I actually recorded the video part of this video. Yeah, I did the whole unboxing, and then I was planning on doing this video within a couple of days afterwards. I played the game a couple of days afterwards, recorded the game footage. I just never got round to recording this voiceover part. So yeah, it's been 2.5 months since I recorded the unboxing part of this video. Anyway, Starlink, what did I think to it? Well, I've only played it for about an hour so far in the 2.5 months I've owned it, just because I've had so many other games to play. Yeah, but I really enjoyed my time with it, and I definitely look forward to getting back into it. No, in fact, I think I've played it for another hour. I just didn't record the footage of that one. Yeah, so basically you start the game and you put your ship onto the controllers. You got the little like controller dock where you build your ship onto it and it detects it within the game. Note to self, always check that the weapons are the right way round. I had a lot of trouble during battles in my first playthrough because one of the weapons was firing backwards and therefore was never hitting anything, and I just figured it was a terrible weapon because I was having no luck for a while. Yeah, so try not to do that. The story so far is very, very basic. Basically, you're a team of explorers sort of thingies. There's a scientist guy that's running it who has an alien friend, and they're exploring the universe because stuff. I don't think it was really that well explained sort of thing. It was really weird, but yeah. But this scientist guy that's leading everything has developed a new type of fuel. And it just so happens that in the location that we're in the game, that kind of fuel hasn't been made for a very, very long time, because it's been forgotten about. So he gets kidnapped by evil people and forced to tell them the secret of how to make this fuel. Because, I don't know, they're going to sell it, become rich and take over the universe. Again, story not really great so far, but it's just enough to get you going. You also get attacked at the start by these evil aliens, and you end up sort of stranded on a planet for a little while. Star Fox shows up, obviously in the Nintendo version, and then obviously I have the Star Fox, the R-Wing, and the Fox MacLeod as the character, so I play as him. Basically, you end up stranded on a planet, and you have to get enough resources to escape the planet. Luckily, the first planet isn't one that you're on for long. You can obviously do more things on it, but if you want to just do the basics and then go out into the rest of the universe, it doesn't take that long. Yeah. So basically, it's kind of like a first-person shooter a lot of the time when you're on a planet, except you're stuck inside a ship. You're just moving about inside this ship, doing lots of shooting. The weapons, the ones that you got with the R-Wing, one is an ice weapon, the other is a fire weapon, and when you have it the right way round, you shoot someone with the ice weapon and they get partially frozen, and then shoot them with the fire weapon to do extra damage because you're melting the frozenness or something. I don't understand how it works either, but it's pretty cool. So you're off to gather some resources to try and help someone out, who will then in turn help you out, because the type of fuel that you have obviously is very hard to come by in this universe. You have to get it a different way, so you have to help those so that they help you. Along the way, you can also gather other basic resources which you can sell to help upgrade your ship. So even though you built your ship, you can still upgrade on top of that without having to spend a penny on buying these little packs of other weapons and things, which is of course great, because I don't want to be spending another 40, 50 quid or whatever on little weapons and things just to place on the ship. So that's very good, thankfully. You don't have to spend a penny more than what you pay for the game. And as I mentioned so far before, whatever, the game is still pretty damn cheap. You can still pick it up. You can pick it up for nearly half the price of what I paid for it when I thought it was a good price. It's currently sort of settling down between £17 and £20 depending on where you look, which, yeah, is fantastic. Well worth the price in my opinion. Yeah, so once you basically get off the first planet, I don't know if I have the footage of that, but then obviously the story sort of directs you to another planet, so you fly through the universe, nice and fast, get to another planet, and then from there you'll take on other tasks, find new items, get new resources to upgrade again, battle new enemies. Then you also scan all the creatures that are on there. You probably unlock something for scanning them all, I don't know. And of course you were trying to continue the story. So yeah, my first impressions really for only sort of the first hour and a half. The story's not the greatest, but it's enough to get you started and giving you a purpose. The gameplay is really fun. Lots of you got shooting in space, where you obviously got
the full 360 degrees where you can turn and go up and down, and sideways, back to front, and do everything that you would expect in a space shooter. And then when you're on the surface of a planet, it's more kind of like a first-person shooter, basically, except instead of being a person, you're essentially controlling a ship, but it does it in the sort of the same kind of way. And then depending on your weapons, you can get different combos. Like I said, you got the ice and fire one that comes with the R-Wing. You can also upgrade those. And of course, if you want, you can have it shoot backwards if you do so desire that. I wouldn't recommend it. It might come in handy more in space battles, but for now, hasn't really helped me that much. Yeah, so for the £30 that I paid for it, that I thought was a good price at the time, I'm happy with it. I've enjoyed the game so far, and I'm looking forward to playing more. If you were to have got it for the £17 or the £20 that it's currently gone down to, you are absolutely getting your money's worth. Especially because they released another free DLC patch sort of thing. I haven't installed it yet myself, but it adds more to the game. There's a lot more for you to do on planets, more things to collect, and more upgrades to get. So it's great that it's still being supported, because I don't think it sold that well initially, but I think it's sort of doing a little bit better now that it's gone down in price. More people are definitely giving it a go at a lower price point. So it's nice that they're adding this extra content in as well, to hopefully keep players playing and maybe entice new players to it. And again, you don't have to spend a penny more after you've bought the game, because you can unlock all the weapons and things within the game, so you don't have to spend money on them, which is definitely a plus in my book. So as far as I'm concerned, Starlink Battle for Atlas, well worth the money. The Switch version obviously comes with the R-Wing and Fox MacLeod. You get the whole Star Fox team there, so there's a different bit of a story with them hunting for Wolf, which I'm looking forward to actually seeing where that goes. So if you have a Switch, I would definitely recommend you get the Switch version. If you don't, get it for whatever system you've got and have a good time with it, because I think, especially at the price point, you can't really go wrong with this game. So I'm bigcal, thanks for watching and listening, and I'll see you again next time.